What's up guys, you're welcome to another edition of my videos. For those who watched the last video, I promised you I was going to make a video about studying in the Russian Federation. So today is the day. Alright, so let's get into it. So for the past years, the Russian government has been giving scholarships to foreign citizens and as well citizens of the Russian Federation to study for free in Russia. And applications usually take place in two phases. You can apply through the embassy or through a particular university known as St. Petersburg State University. St. Petersburg State University is the oldest university in Russia with a lot of important alumni such as Vladimir Putin himself and also a lot of Nobel Prize laureates. Okay, so right now I'm studying in St. Petersburg State University and I'm studying medicine. So and I'm on scholarship as well. So if you want to apply for medicine as well, this will be a very good opportunity for you to stick to the end of the video. Okay, so let's get into the scholarship itself. Firstly, let's talk about what does the scholarship cover. The scholarship covers your tuition fee for the entire duration of your studies. It also covers a monthly allowance, although the amount is not too much, but it's able to keep you through. And it also gives a subsidized fee, like it gives you a subsidies to your accommodation, such that you have to pay just a very little amount for your accommodation. And for regards to the feeding, you have to take care of that yourself. But do not bother. You can work, you can get a job, you can get a part-time job, and you can take care of that yourself. Okay, so it's not so much of a big deal. So applications for this scholarship opens in November and they'll be closing on the 23rd of February. So if you want to apply, be sure to start getting your documents ready. Check my previous video. I made a video about scholarship requirements. Okay, so check and be sure that you make your documents, you prepare your documents. So if you want to apply through the embassy, applications are not open now. I think they'll be open very soon, pretty soon, because I'm going to make a video on that, my next video. So with that, for this video I'm going to show you the step-by-step process to apply for this scholarship. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into it right now. So guys, let's start with the application proper. What you have to do is open the link abiturian.spbu.ru. I'm going to post this link in the description under this video so you can copy it directly from there. All right, so once you've opened the page, it's in Russian, and once it's in Russian, it shows that it's for both international students and native students. So in order to configure the page such that you get just the page for the international students, you're going to come to the language and change to English. So once you change to English, it shows that you are automatically international students, and the page for international students appears. All right, so this page is for those applying for the scholarship and those who are applying for self-sponsorship. You can apply for both directly on this website. Okay, and it's also for masters, undergraduate, PhD. And one thing I have to tell you that in Russia there is bachelor's degree and there is specialist degree. Degrees like medicine, dentistry, nursing, pharmacy, those are all specialist degree. So you can't consider them as a bachelor's degree. Okay, so once you log into the page, once you open the page, you can read through the regulations for admission, read through all of this. I'm not going to explain them in this video as the video is going to be too long. So we are interested in the government funded places. We can click on this and as well read through the regulations of competition for a competitive selection in 2024 once you get the time, right? And you can also watch the video if you are interested. You can watch it. I think it's going to be helpful as well. Okay, applications actually opens on in November and they'll be closing on the 22nd of February, 23rd of February, right? So let's see the list of required documents. The list of required documents we have application. Okay, you're applying directly to the university. It means you're actually doing two applications at once. You're doing applications for admission and you're doing applications for a scholarship. All right, so you have to fill two application forms which you will submit. One will be application form for admission within the quarter. This is for the scholarship, and the application for admission, which you will do in your personal accounts. We're going to show all of this later. There is also the consent to the processing of personal data. So before I explain this, I have to tell you that the way the scholarship is done is that you have to submit your application to the university, and if you are accepted for the first stage of selection, your application will be sent to the Ministry of Higher Education for further confirmation. All right. So the final decision for being if you're granted the scholarship. The final decision about if you're going to get the scholarship or not will be decided by the ministry. Okay, but do not bother. If you're accepted by the university, the chances of you being declined by the ministry are slim. All right, so that is why you have to fill a consent form to the president of personal data. This is just to tell them that you've given them your consent for them to transfer your data from one office to another. Pretty easy. Okay, that being said, next documents are a copy of identity document. This is your passport. You should know that before coming to Russia, your passport must be valid for at least 18 months. Okay, so uh, if your passport is going to expire soon, be sure to get another one before starting your application. And again, in Russia, they don't joke with medical stuff. Medical certificates and medical tests are taken very seriously. All right, so for application, you're going to submit a medical certificate for the absence of all types of hepatitis and tuberculosis. As well, you're going to submit a medical certificate for the absence of HIV and AIDS. You can get this medical certificate from an accredited hospital, not any common lay hospital. For those applying for medicine, dentistry, and pharmacy, you're going to submit nursing as well. You're going to submit further medical examinations. Okay, the list of medical certificates or medical examinations or medical undertakings which have to be submitted by those applying for medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, and nursing. To get this list of documents, you can follow these steps which I'm about to show you. Come back here as well to the main page. Once you just open, when you open the page, and I was telling you to change into the language into here, do not change. Translate the page into English. Use a browser which can translate into English. And once you translate, that is just to make it easy for you to understand. Scroll down till you see this pip. Click on this. You translate again into English if you don't understand Russian. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and you can see the list of documents here. Uh, they are also known as preliminary medical examinations. So you click PIP. Yes, these are the list of documents which need to be submitted by those applying for Lichebnia DLO, medicine, stomatology, uh, and pharmacy and nursing. Okay. It's Russian, so translate it in the same way as I showed you guys earlier. So there's a list of documents you need to provide. A medical certificate which shows that you've done all of these tests and the tests are all negative. All right. Okay, the next documents will be a photo and then documents for portfolio competition. I have to tell you that applying for this scholarship, there is no exams which you're going to write. Acceptance for the scholarship is basically just by competitive selection of documents. All right, so you're going to submit your documents, and the admission committee, they're going to look through it and see are they going to choose you or not. Remember that there are few seats, there are few slots, so your application has to be really authentic and legit. Okay. Okay, so the main documents for this for being accepted to the scholarship is your motivation letter and the documents which you will submit. That is called documents for the portfolio competition. We will see it once we create a personal account. Okay, now you can check the different bachelor of degree programs which are offered in the university. Okay, you click on this and you see this side is in Russian. I mean, this document is in Russian. So for you to get the English version, you download the page, download it from here, and then you can use translate. You open the site and you come here, and then you can upload the document here. Upload the document here to translate it into English. All right, in that way you can easily browse the document. So these are the different courses which are offered at the university and the language. So be sure to check the language of the course you're applying. All right, check the language. You can see these ones are Russi and Angliski. Yes, Angliski is English already, you know. So check. So if the course you're applying for is not studied in English, during the filling of your application, you should indicate that you're going to study 1 year preparatory course. of Russian language preparatory course, right? So because if you are studying a course in Russian and you don't have a certificate to show that you speak the Russian language, you have to take the course for 1 year. So uh, be sure to note that check the language of check the language in which the course is offered. All right. So that being said, let's go back to the this thing. You can also check for the master's degree and doctorate programs, and also there is residency as well. You can check residency. Mm-hmm. So that being said, let's go now and start the application itself. So you can also read other things, all right? I'm just going to go straight. To start the application, you have to register in a personal account. I already have an account, so I'm going to create a new one just for you guys. Okay, so what you do is fill in, write your, click on sign up, write your email, fill on this personal data. Okay, so once you open this page, you're going to fill in this information, your email address, your personal data, that's your name, and your other names. If you have three names, put all of them here. Your citizenship, or United Republic of Cameroon. Yeah, you fill in your country and your mobile number, and I intend to apply for admission. Okay, if you are transferring from another university in Russia to St. Petersburg State University, you're going to choose this. If you are transferring from a self-sponsorship to scholarship, you're going to choose this option. And if you're changing your degree program, you're going to choose this option. So choose admission in SPBU. Now your current or last educational institution, put in maybe you just graduated from high school, or maybe you finished the university, or you're currently studying in university. Put this, you choose this university or college, and then you put in the name of the university. You see it here, Bright University. This is just a sample. All right, so once you do all of this, you click register, and an email, something, a confirmation will be sent to your email. So guys, I created the account, and then this is the message they've sent to me, which contains my email and my password. So with this, once you create your account, you will be sent an email, which is going to look like this. You have to click this in order to confirm uh, your email. So now I've successfully registered. I have to log in now. To get the email, if you look at this email, to get the password, sorry, if you look at the email which was sent, it contains the password and the email. So this password is what I'm going to use to log in. Then I can change my password once I'm logged in. Okay, I have inserted the password which I copied from my email, and then the email address which I used to create the account. All right, now I'm going to click. So guys, once you've logged in, this is the page you're going to see. This is what is going to appear in front of you. And I think this is already selected from you, because if you remember, we selected this when we were filling in the page. Admission in SPBU, yes, that is what you want. I explained all of this earlier. So yes, you click save. And now we have to fill in all of our information, as you can see in the scheme here. First, we'll have to start with the application form. We'll fill in our personal data, all of this, and then the application for admission. We're going to fill all of this, right? But uh, first let's start with, come back here. First, let's start with the application form. We'll fill in our personal data, okay? So here we are going to fill your, this is going to be filled for you already, since you filled it earlier, okay? You cross check to see if it's okay. Yes, your name is fine. Your sex, you put in male or female. No transgender. Date of birth, you're going to fill in your date of birth. This is just a sample, okay? No, don't take anything I've written here seriously, but this is just like a sample to show you how it's filled. Place of birth, you write your country. Citizenship, the Russian. Nah, you don't have Russian citizenship unless you have. If you have, then you take this. Country of residence, right where you live, and then you click next. Then you have to fill in your passport information. For passport type, you're going to take foreign passport. Okay, foreign passport. Series, you leave this place empty. Passport number, check your passport. You're going to see the passport number. Write it in here. Issued by. Check your passport as well. You're going to see the issuing authority. I think for Cameroon, it's Martin Bagangule, something like that. Check your passport. You'll see the issuing authority. Okay, you write it here. where you're seeing Lord Bright degrees. This is just a sample. Date of issue, the date where the day when the passport was issued, and valid until. And I think I explained this earlier. You should know that before coming to Russia, your passport must be valid for at least 16 months. If yeah, 16 months, right? I talked about this earlier, I think. Uh-huh. And then need a visa. Yes, you need a visa. Uh-huh. And then you click next. You fill in your mobile number. This will be filled already for you, but you need to fill in an additional phone number just as a backup, and as well an additional email just as a backup. If you don't have any other email or a mobile number, you can beg for a friend or relative and fill it in here. It's not really important, but it's necessary. Permanent address where you live at the moment, country Cameroon, city maybe Buya, Chang, or whatsoever. Street you put in your street, maybe Moliko, Tenfirm, or whatsoever. House number is not really important because not all countries in the world have house numbers and flat numbers. Okay, so just you, since there is a red asterisk here, it means you can't leave it blank. So just write anything, maybe house number 13. This it's not really important. Postal code, anything as well. It's not really important, as I said. If you have another residential address, you have to tick this. So next, you have to see the dormitory section. You have to tick yes, I need a dormitory. You tick it. Once you tick it, this is going to appear. If you don't tick this, it means if you're admitted, you want to be given a place in the hostel, and trust me, you don't want that to happen to you. Okay, so this is once these two are ticked, you come down to the next person to be contacted in case of emergency. This is just uh, you can put maybe your dad or whoever. Just it's just a formality you need to do. Okay, maybe you can put the name of your dad, your relationship, his father, telephone number, this, and then the person's email, or you even your girlfriend. You can put there here if you wish. So once you've done all of this, you click next. So now let's come to the education. All right. So level of education you've got. If you are currently in the university or you've graduated from the university or you've graduated from high school, this is where you're going to put it. If you just graduated from high school, it's going to be secondary education. If you're currently in the university, you're going to take this. Or if you've graduated from the university as well, you're going to take this. Okay. You put in the name of your high school or the name of the university you're currently attending or the university you've graduated from, and the country, yeah, the city. You don't need to put this, but if you wish, you can put it. You can see there's no red asterisk, which shows that it's not really necessary. Graduation year, when did you graduate or when are you supposed to graduate? Put it here. Okay, have you received your transcript already or your diploma already? If you have not received yet, you tick this option, and then you fill in this the field of study. What are you studying currently? Maybe if you're in the university currently, you put in this qualification, bachelor's in this. But if you have received your degree, if you have received maybe your high school transcript or your degree, then don't tick this option and fill in this information. That is number of diploma. That is check your diploma. You're going to see like an issue, a number, or maybe something like a number or whatsoever. Check it. You're going to fill in the number here, the issuing date, and then the grade. Yeah, diploma with distinctions. uh yeah, you write it here. Mm-hmm. And yes, if you have any higher education, let's just say you're currently in the university, you're going to fill it in here. But for now, I'm just going to assume that we have not received the degree yet. So we're going to tick this option and then leave it like that. Okay. Let next, then we tick next. Diploma thesis, you don't need to write this. This is for maybe people applying for PhD or masters who have done any diploma, who have done any thesis. Then you write it in here. All right, so the next stage is additional comments. TOEF, TOEFL certificate yet. Okay, this is for those who have, if you speak Russian language and you have a proficiency certificate, that's a Russian language proficiency certificate, you can indicate it here. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but if you want to study a course which is offered in the Russian language, you need to be able to speak Russian. And if you don't speak Russian, The scholarship gives you an opportunity for you to study a 1 year preparatory course, a 1 year Russian language preparatory course. Okay, it's covered in the scholarship. And if you want, if you're interested in that, you indicate it once you're filling the application form. I'll show you when once we are filling it. Okay. So if you want to study a course which is offered in Russian and you don't speak Russian, you will need to take a 1 year preparatory course in order to learn the Russian language. Okay, so trudności of the competition. Yet leave this empty. You don't need to speak to fill it. Special conditions. Okay, являетесь ли вы инвалидом? This is for those who have any disability. You put нет if you have any, if you don't have any disability. You put this. Okay, the next is являетесь ли вы лицом с ограничениями возможностями здоровья? Нет. Okay, as well, it's still for the disability stuff. All right, the next is additional information. If you have anything you want them to know, for example, maybe you have some side problems, hearing disability, speech problems, indicate it here. Okay, so with that being done, you click next.